Hey everybody, it's me, Jessica. I just wanted to start a YouTube channel and do like story times, and this will be my first video. So if you guys are watching it and you guys want to hear more story times about crazy things I did when I was younger, or even recently because I'm 28 and I'm still doing dumb shit, uh, make sure to follow me, see about more videos that I'm going to post. Today's video, I'm going to do about my bug scar, and it's on my leg. And if you guys have seen me in like shorts or anything, which is primarily rare, but you've probably seen it in person. And I'm going to do a story time about that. Okay, so what happened with my leg was when I was 8 years old and living in Florida. One day it was absolutely beautiful outside. It was like warm but not too hot, and I remember all this because my parents hated it when it was super hot. And on this day, they decided to sit on the front patio and sit on the bench and just relax and enjoy the weather that day. And so while they were sitting there, I was like, I'm going to go to the backyard and I'm going to play on the swing set. And I had one of those swing sets that it was like a slide, and it had two swings, and it had like, not like a teeter-totter one, but it was like two bench seats so that you could have someone sitting in front and back, and it would swing like front to back. I don't know if that makes sense. But it would be two people facing each other. And then it had like this bar, like a monkey bar thing that you could do flips off of. I'm not sure if that's what you're actually supposed to do on it. That's what I did. That's why I'm doing story times, because I was a dumb kid that did dumbass shit. And it also, did I already say the slide? Okay, yeah, the slide. The slide is important. And so in the backyard, we had an orange tree, and we also had a tangerine tree. And the tangerine tree was right behind the swing set, or the swing set was right in front of the tangerine tree. And so I would climb up onto the top bar of the swing set. And I would do that often, and I would I would balance and try and pick the tangerines off the top, because you can't climb the tangerine tree because it has thorns. And so I would have to climb up to the top of the swing set to get the like higher fruit. And I did this really often. So it wasn't like something I was really concerned about doing. Well, on this beautiful day, I was in the backyard at my swing set, and I can't say what got into me. I don't know. All I know is that I was like, I'm gonna be a neighborhood legend, because I'm gonna do some cool ass shit on this swing set. So, I climbed up to the top, and I was balancing, and I like kind of squat down real low, and I get the chains to one of the swings, and I start swinging it underneath me. And I'm swinging it, and I'm trying to get it to be like not too high, because I didn't want it to be up to my level, but just down lower. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna jump off the top, and I'm gonna land on the swing set, or on the swing, and I'm gonna swing like once or twice, and then because it's got that momentum, I'm gonna flip off, and it's gonna be amazing. I also don't know why I decided to do this, because it's not like any of the neighborhood kids were even around me at this time. I digress. So, I'm swinging it, and once it got to the level that I'm like, yeah, this is the good area, I jumped off, and I did land on the swing. However, I didn't anticipate how when you like land on the swing, it's not gonna just go back and forth. It's going to go everywhere. It was slinging me to the left. It was slinging me to the right, front to back, up, down, everywhere. I was going crazy. And I'm like freaking out. And I'm holding on as tight as I can. And it goes swinging. And it goes to the slide. Now, sticking out from the slide, so holding the slide to the swing set, was a big rusty screw. And while I'm swinging, my thigh got cut by this rusty screw. And all I remember is like red, and there's just, my leg is bleeding everywhere. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what to do. So I run inside. And at this point, I realize that I would rather die of infection than tell my parents that I just cut myself outside doing some dumb shit I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have been jumping off the top of the swing set. So I put on a Band-Aid. I find the biggest Band-Aid I could find, like one of those big ones. Slap that thing on, clean my leg off a bit, and I called my friend. I will call her Mary, and I call Mary, and I'm like, Mary, I just cut my leg. I don't know what to do. It's like stinging. Da da da. And she's like, you should call you should tell your dad and your mom. And I was like, can't do that. She's like, yeah, Jessica, you should tell your parents. And I was like, no, because they're going to kill me. She's like, okay, you can either tell your parents, or I can walk over there and I can tell your parents. Okay, I'll tell my parents. So I hang up with Mary, and I walk outside, and I round the corner again, and I see them sitting on the front patio, and they're just sitting on the bench, and they're talking. They have like one of those TV trays in front of them, and they just have their water, and I'm like, hey, Mom, Dad, and my eyes are like welling with tears, and they're like, hey, Jay, you just missed the ice cream truck. What's up? Are you having fun back there? And I'm like, listen, I don't care about the ice cream truck right now. And they're like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this. I was very dramatic. I've always been very dramatic. And I turned to the side, and I pull off my Band-Aid. I take a deep breath, pull that Band-Aid off, and my leg is just still bleeding. My leg is still bleeding. So I look at my dad. Ave Maria, carajo. And I'm like, and he says, get in the Jeep. I'm taking you to the emergency room. I gotta take your mom inside first. And I'm like, okay. So the entire drive to the hospital, I'm sitting there, I'm looking out the window. I can't look at my dad in the face. Tears are just streaming down my face. And I'm just looking out the window, imagining that this is my last car ride. Anyways, so I get to the hospital. I see a bunch of, people there. I was feeling really weirded out. But I'm sure my dad felt like, these are my people, because I saw a bunch of parents with their kids there who are also doing dumbass shit, I bet. Because, that's what kids do best. Children, now that I'm a parent, I realize kids have zero regard for the life that you have given them. You can put them down somewhere, their asses are jumping off of infants, jumping right off of couches. I've seen it. One of my twins, when they were like, they were probably like 6 months or something, and they were learning to crawl. She crawled so fast and dove right off of a couch. And there was hard tile, and I had to like catch her by her onesie, like when she was just like centimeters from her head crashing onto the floor. But I digress. So, I see a bunch of other parents there. They call us back and they're like, you know, has she had her tetanus shot? And my dad didn't remember. I didn't know because I was 8. And what 8-year-old knows the name of every shot that they've had? And so I had to get the tetanus shot. I had to get the shot to numb the area. And they were shooting that straight into my open wound. So, of course, being the drama queen that I am, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs. I'm sure they wanted to knock me out. I'm sure my dad wanted to knock me out. And I remember I was in the triage area, and you know how it's like divided by curtains and stuff. I see this grown woman, and she's like, she had her kid with her who was probably about my age, maybe a little bit older, and she's like peeking into the cracks in the curtains, trying to see me screaming, and I'm like, mind your business, bitch. I'm over here thinking I'm about to die. I need you to focus on your child, and I have my father to focus on me. So, then they decide to squirt water in there, and I thought that was going to be more shots. And so I was screaming, hollering, thinking I'm about to die then too. Anyways, so finally, it's about time to get my stitches. And my dad was standing beside me. And so they come to give me the stitches. And he sees them come in, so he starts walking. And I'm like, Daddy, where do you think you're going? And he's like, can you chill out? I'm walking to the other side. I'm not going to leave you. I was like, oh, okay, come on, right here, Dad. And so he comes around and he's holding my hand. I ended up getting 7 stitches. It looked like caterpillar legs for a while, I'm not gonna lie. And my scar is awful. I should have put some some scar cream, some Neosporin on it when I got the stitches out, because now that thing looks like a bug. You know, it grew, I don't know, the line where the stitches were, I guess when I got big, I got fat, it widened. So now it looks like a bug with 14 legs, because 7 legs on each side. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo on it, getting some, little antennas, maybe a little face, maybe colored in. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyways, that's the story on how I got my bug scar. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have any other story times you want to hear about, let me know. I'll be telling you guys about stories about when I got caught making fun of my teacher at school. That was very awkward. I got stories about going to the clubs, meeting awkward people, having some of the most awkward moments of my life, experiences at work, when I was in the military, all these stories. I have a ton of stories that I personally think are funny, and I hope you enjoy them as well. Let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for listening. Bye!